Hey there, it's me, Michael Bach, and this is Monday Morning Musings. Happy Monday. I hope this finds you well, safe, and healthy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please do remember to subscribe by clicking on the link, which is somewhere, to find out whenever I post a video, which is consistently on Mondays, except when it's not. You'll be okay. I wanted to talk about an article that I saw last week, and it is originally a piece from the Canadian Press, but this is posted on Prince Albert Right Now, which I assume is a site for the city of Prince Albert in Saskatchewan, not something else. Anyway, I'll post the link down below. Check it out. And the gist of the article, the headline is "Most Support Workplace Diversity, but Not If It's a Job Requirement." And the gist of the article, it's a research paper from the Canadian Hub for Applied and Social Research at the University of Saskatchewan. And it found that a majority of respondents supported diversity and inclusion, or representation rather, in things like government and workplaces, but not if it was a requirement. And as I read the article, a couple things jumped out at me. First of all, I think respondents don't fully grasp that there are two factors at play that could be holding back people, whether they're women, people of color, people with disabilities, Indigenous peoples, LGBTQ2 plus peoples, whatever the case, they're holding them back. First is opportunity. So some people would say, well, you just have to work hard and you'll succeed. Yes, but the reality is that if you grew up in a poor community where you maybe had a single parent and that parent worked 2 or 3 jobs to put food on the table, and you didn't have the opportunity to go to university, that's not about working hard. You simply don't have the education in order to be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. So that opportunity is not there. If you grew up on nation in a rural part of your province or territory, you may not have had the opportunity to pursue a career in a different field. So the first thing that's lacking for some people is opportunity. The second is bias. The reality is that we all have bias. It's the way our brains work. If you think you don't have bias, you're either an android, an alien, or you're full of it. We all have bias, all of us. And for the most part, bias is unconscious. It's not something we're necessarily aware of. So for people who may have a bias unconscious, as I said again, against people of color, people with visible disabilities, people who are openly LGBTQ2+, that bias may be getting in the way of that person getting the job. So I think it's important that employers take diversity into consideration in their hiring process to make sure that they're considering opportunity and they're not allowing unconscious bias to get into the hiring, in the way of the hiring process. One of the other things that jumped out to me for the article, and I haven't read the research paper yet, but I think this is interesting. And I want to quote from the paper, and I'll put it up here on the screen. It says, "The majority of respondents said they support various minority groups being in government, including women at 89%, Indigenous people 86%, persons with disabilities 83%, visible minorities 81%, and members of the LGBTQ community 68%. So respondents were good with women. 89% of respondents were good with women being in government. 86% with Indigenous people, 83% with people with disabilities, 81% people of color. So we're within a 10% range of respondents. And then we drop by 12% to LGBTQ respondents, or the LGBT peoples. That's interesting and requires a little more exploration. So I'm going to dig into the research, and I will come back to you in the future with a little commentary on that. Check out the report. I think you'll enjoy. That's it for me. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please do remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. It's just a couple clicks. The internet will thank you. I don't know how the internet thanks anybody. Maybe they'll just give you their Netflix password. Who knows? Also, please do remember to connect with me on social media. I am at the Michael Bach on all of the social media platforms that I'm on. Also, if you haven't already done so, pick up a copy of my new award-winning, best-selling book. It's not really new anymore, but whatever. Birds of All Feathers, Doing Diversity and Inclusion Right, available wherever you buy books, as long as they're selling mine, or you can go to michaelbach.com and click on the books to get your copy. And, so many ands, my new book, Alphabet Soup, The Essential Guide to LGBTQ2 Inclusion at Work, is coming out March 29th. You can get your copy at AlphabetSoup.LGBT. It's available for pre-order right now. Also, if you pre-order it right now, you can get your Be Your Fabulous Self swag pack sent to you by me, by these hands. I will send you a fantastic swag pack for doing your pre-order. More details at AlphabetSoup.LGBT. And last but not least, I promise this is last, join me every Tuesday from now until the end of March 29th, in fact, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern for Live at 5 on my Instagram channel at instagram.com/TheMichaelBach, or you could be crazy and use the app, The Michael Bach. I'm sitting down with a different LGBTQ2+ person every week to share their stories and explore the wonderful world of sexuality and gender. So check it out every Tuesday at 5 p.m. That's it, I promise. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings.